Hey guys, this is Tolhi, and this is going to be a developer kind of commentary on my map of an Old Hero version 1.1.1. So I've got this all working where you can just start a new file. And turn the music down a bit. I'm still working on volume levels, trying to get it right. You are an old hero, put out before your time. There are no more wars for you to fight. So you moved to this small wooden house to live out the rest of your days. Beforehand, you placed all your artifacts that you had gathered on your journeys into secret hiding places that only you could get to. In abandoned villages, in tombs, in old mines, out of the reach of evil hands. Little do you know, soon they will be needed again. An evil is covering the kingdom. You hear a muffled noise coming from within your chest in the corner. What will you do? Okay, so nothing changed there, but I figured may as well play these anyways.
Hi, Hero. Is this thing on? This stone does the telepathic link thing with the eyes and the ears and the hearing and the seeing. So I knows what you're doing, so I can help. But the king needs your help, so we gotta go. I'll explain on the way.
Okay, so that stuff still the same. Add a little text here. You need a key. There will be a voiceover here. That's really all that text is signifying. And I've added basically when I released version 1 last night, really I shouldn't have. I really should have waited until this morning and added the text, but I'm really eager to get some feedback and find out if the assumptions I've made are correct. So basically the whole game design process is really making a bunch of assumptions about how the player will react to the environment that you put them in. Just gonna turn that down a little bit. So placeholder text again. It's not probably not the exact words I'm going to be using in the voiceover, but I just want to give some backstory here as you're walking, so it's not just you walking along this long haul. Most of the stuff there's going to be a lot of spoilers in this, and the thing is I'm going to play through this start to finish. I probably won't do this with any more versions. I'll probably from here on out probably just show like a quick clip of an area that I've changed. But first off, instead of going that way, if you go back here, it's a little heart piece. That's the first of 3 that we can get before we get into the dungeon. And so basically just a nice little hiding spot out of the way. Really, when you fall down, you're going to be on this side, so in order to get over to it you have to swim against the current. It's a bit annoying. You can't really see it that well. Like if you're looking for it, you might be able to get a glimpse of it, but it's just a nice little hiding spot, I felt, for that first heart piece. Okay, so here this is still the same. I still feel this works. The only difference is we have the aid sharp metal thing. But it would probably be more in that voice, and I'm not going to attempt to do that right now. It's going to take hours to get that one voice clip right. Well, it's going to take hours to get all the voice clips right to my standard. So we got our first combat here. Basically showing I chose 4 zombies because I felt 4 zombies is really easy. This is a wide open room. You can really circle them. You get to just use your sword, bash stuff. Pretty simple. Everyone should know how, but I felt like I should give like a very basic introduction to it. So hopefully the idea there is that the player will figure out how to smash zombies. Okay, down here, now there's a bit more narration here, but the important thing here to note is I've added a bridge between the first 2 houses here. I've also made this back part of the house have an actual platform so you can see it more clearly. There seem to be some people having trouble figuring out how to get to the dungeon. This song here really is too loud. Here, this text, shopkeeper's house, when I do the voiceover, I'm going to make sure that there's some line that says something interesting about the shopkeeper. Not to be like, oh, you should go check out this house, but something in some way that'll make it intriguing to the players such that they'll want to go check it out on their own. Because you never want to directly come out and be like, this is where you have to go. You want to be like, okay, this, I should give breadcrumbs and make the player interested about an area, and then the player might go check it out on their own. It's too low, but this file here I really need to tweak. It's way too loud. I want to have it so you can keep the music at 100% and it'll always stay the right volume. Okay, so up here we have the second heart piece. You got to come up in the water. It's quite out of the way. I think it's kind of difficult to find unless you're really looking around. Although people trying to break the map will probably find it pretty easily because they'll be like, oh, can I get out of the map here? But no, that's intentional. So I'll go over the changes I made here to make the direction clear to get to the first dungeon. First, like I said, I want to give the player indication that they should check this place out, because this area here is optional. You don't have to do it, because I feel the item you get from it is optional. It definitely is helpful, but why is this not working? Reset? Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Okay, well, I thought when you made a new map it reset all the memory counters. Apparently not. I may have to make a new version of the download link. Anyways, for now though, oh, that's gonna break so much and people are gonna get so confused. Rage. Okay, so moving forward with this video though, I'm already partway into it, and I'm not just going to stop here. This area here, I think this is really cool. You come in here, this sort of this empty area, there's not much going on, there's zombie battles. You come in here, you enter down this hallway, you fight some more guys, some basic combat, nothing hard. I don't think it's even possible to die here. You might take a little bit of damage, but it's just there's so much room and it's so tight that there's really not going to surround you or anything, so you're really quite fine. You come down here and you get the shield. Now, like I said, I feel the shield is an optional weapon. You don't have to pick it up, but it definitely helps. Oh, and so we come over here, and a wooden blocking device, it also says that. We got our first skeleton. The idea here is that skeleton's going to spawn, and if it wasn't for these stupid pickups, the shield would go right into your first inventory item, and then you'd have that and you turn around and it might start blocking the arrows, and you'd see, oh, this thing blocks arrows, because the skeleton's not going to do much damage to you, one arrow shooter. And then you come back over here, and then what's this? It's completely different. So the shopkeeper's moved in. Thanks, now I can open shop. He's got 3 items. He's got 4 gunpowder for bombs. You will get 1 gunpowder at the end of each dungeon. You'll need to complete 4 dungeons in order to bomb the wall out there in order to continue. You can trade gold bars in for golden apples and a harp for a heart piece. I haven't figured out where I'm going to stick the harp yet. This is really just a placeholder thing, but I know it looks really nice having 3 shop items, so this might not be the 3rd, but I definitely want 3. And then in here, what's this? If I click up there, I can receive 1 gold from the secret shopkeeper's hiding place, steal his money, and then trade it back to him for 1 golden apple. Okay, and then moving forward, now this is the point where I think a lot of people got confused. I think some people didn't even realize you could go in there to get the shield, but I hope that with the voiceover it'll become more clear. The text saying shopkeeper house apparently wasn't enough intrigue for people to go check that house out. Plus, I'm not sure if it was clear when that text came up that that's what that was pointing to. So the voiceover will really have to make that into like that breadcrumb interest really clear. I'm hoping there's not many more other places where the memory didn't get set properly, so I might have to go around, reset all the memory, and then put up a new link for the map. Anyways, but back onto this. So this is where you're supposed to go to get into the dungeon. There's a couple hints. First off, I've added this platform to really like stick out that there's something back here. Also, if you're wandering around and you just can't figure out where to go, if you talk to some of the people in the town, particularly the sneaky house owner, he says there's no way to the roof, he. And so that's supposed to be another hint that, you know, there is a way to the roof, because he's sneaky and he's lying to you. And then you come in here and you find an access point up here. Now before I had it so you had to jump across, you had to jump up here onto the fence and then make a jump to the other balcony, which I thought was cool, but I don't think that was clear enough. This wooden bridge should hopefully make it very clear that you can connect between this house and this house. Thus, if you watch the camera, I should have explained this in the camera trail, but in the camera trail it definitely like shows this area, shows that wooden bridge, goes over there, it shows the other wooden bridge, and then it goes into the house showing the house you're supposed to get to. So you know you have to get into that house. If you go look around, you can't find a way in, so the only way is to backtrack to this house and then climb up here and go through. That is my assumption, that the player will figure that out and that will make sense to them. If that is not a correct assumption, please point out that I'm wrong. Okay, so we come down here and we got some bats in this house and we're like, oh, bat house. And we destroy all the bats. And we come through here, and the door shuts behind us, and if we come up here, it opens again. And what's this? A house owner has moved in. He doesn't have anything for us. I just thought it was an interesting effect, because I did it over in the shopkeeper area first, and I was like, is there any other houses I could do this with? Because I really like the idea that you're like clearing out the house, and then when you go through, all of a sudden someone's moved into the house because you've cleared it out. I don't know, I find that interesting. And so then back up here, there's that wooden bridge we saw in the cutscene. And it's right here, and this should make it clear that you can get across here. Can't go back though. But once you're on this house, also another thing, I almost forgot to point this out, drop down in the water. If I fall before I get into that next area, this door is now open that was closed before, so now you have easier access and you don't have to go around through the first house. Not a big deal. It is more of a big deal in this one though. So once I walk in here though, there is a spawn point right outside the door, so if I die, I spawn out there. So let me just shoot me. Oh wait, I should probably take my shield off. There we go. And testing death. And one more. There we go. So if I respawn out here. Wow. All my testing is for naught. 1 second, guys. I need to figure out what's going on with this. This is broken. It's supposed to reset on death. Anyways, somehow that got broken, which is not cool. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to get rid of the cursor. Oh, this entire video is gone haywire. Finding all kinds of bugs, which is good, but at the same time, I'm trying to just get through this and talk about the design. Okay, so we get through here. Now, the idea here is that, again, if you got the shield, if you went and got that optional part, this would be much easier. 3 skeletons in here, they might hit each other, might start battling. I might want to knock up the difficulty so that it's really hard and that you really kind of need the shield, but I kind of want to still try and make the shield sort of like, if you don't want to go over and check out that house, you're not going to find it, and then you're going to have a harder time. Also, this is dark in here for a reason, because I'm trying to hide this area. The hope is that when you fight here, you might just kill a couple guys, and maybe, oh, doors open, move on, and you might miss this. But this is definitely an easier one of the heart pieces to find. Drop down here, we find a heart piece, come through here. Another nice thing here, opens this up, now another checkpoint, don't have to go back to the previous house to continue. And then we have a small jumping bit here, you gotta jump across the side of the house, around the roof. And then you're like, how do I get in here? There's a door there and I can't get in. Jump over here. And oh, what's this? In through the treetops, there's a back entrance. And this here is the hope you'll just run along, not see this hole and fall down. Okay, now we got this combat section, which can be hard if you don't power down a couple guys and get some heart pieces. Oh, where's that last two? Oh, no, come on, go down. Yeah, just made it. Okay, and that opens up this area leading down here and also leading out this way. So if you still want, you can still go back and check out that shopkeep easily and still get back in here without much trouble. And I consider all of this part of the first dungeon. I consider the town part of the first dungeon because you've got the optional shield part, you've got 3 different fights as you progress. So I feel like these houses are actually a part of the dungeon. And then this here is the final leg, the final end of the dungeon, the last component.